Hello, it's Colette. Welcome to the weekly tarot card for week commencing Monday, the 25th of July 2016. And here we have her, the Queen of Cups. Beautiful card in the Rorig deck. Just love the colours on this one. Love the look of this female. It's just, well, she's blue to begin with, and a lot of Rorig cards are actually blue and have very intense pigments to them, which is absolutely lovely. But she is your traditional Queen of Cups, although she's not very traditional compared to your Rider-Waite decks or whatever. But what does she mean this week for you? Queen of Cups as a person, again, she's a court card of the minor arcana, and the court cards can represent people, but they can also represent energies. Now, this person that you maybe have to watch out for or be aware of in the week ahead is the Queen of Cups. Now, Queens in the tarot tend to be about age 35 and up. They can be a wee bit younger but are maturer, maybe have children, etc. And basically, the cups in the tarot represent the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So this would be a woman of about 35 and up who is a water sign. So if you've got the Queen of Cups in your family, the focus should be on her in the week ahead. Now, that focus could be in any way. You know, it could be a sense of that a mum or a sister or a granny needs your focus or would need your help. So in that way, look out for her. It could well be that that person has an important influence in your life in a good way, you know, possibly bringing out the aspect of her lovely emotional energy. Remember, Cups is about emotions. Just that sense of a person that would give you a kind of good all-round feeling. So as a person, watch out for your female water signs in the week ahead and approach them accordingly, you know, and if they are there for you, then say many blessings to Spirit for that, because I know who my Queen of Cups is and I'll be watching out for her this week. Right, so what does she mean in the general other areas of life? Well, if we go to career, again, you could find that there's an influence of a water sign female, good or bad, we don't know at this stage, just a representation. But what I tend to take from her is, if you look at this Queen of Cups, her hair's over one of her eyes, and basically, to me, that would mean that in some way this week at work and in career, you have to keep your emotions slightly hidden. And that can be hard. Sometimes I always remember when I was in pharmacy, and there was one time I had a horrific boss, absolutely horrific. And when I get angry, my eyes fill up. I know a lot of you will be like that. And when I used to get angry at him because he told me about something wrong in the branch or this, that, and the next thing, normally it wasn't merited. He was just that type of boss. But my eyes would fill up and I would hate it because I thought it showed weakness, and I'm sure it's still perceived as that. So for women in particular out there this week, try and be more resilient, try not let your emotions bubble through in a situation where that wouldn't be seen as, or where it would be seen as awkward, or it might have you feeling as though, oh my God, I did not want to do that. So try and keep emotions under control. And that's the same for males. The influence of this card is the same. Try and keep your emotion, whether that's the emotion of maybe tearfulness or whether it's the emotion of feeling very angry. Keep a lid on it, keep it hidden if you can. And also, if you're going for a new job this week, make sure you keep sort of it to yourself. And you know, it's a bit being two-faced, but who cares? So she in the workplace is very much about, I suppose, holding your own counsel and maybe having your own secrets. If we look at her in health, again, this is a water card, so it can affect the watery systems, particularly in females. It's also seen as quite a good fertility card. The Queen of Cups kind of is very much the sense of the emotional side of fertility and the emotional way that we feel, and it can be a very hormonal card. Again, I read Rorig slightly differently because I read very individual symptoms on it, and this card has some sort of lines around the throat area. I don't know if you can see, and that's not me drawn on, the card comes like that. And I've always felt very drawn to the throat area for that, and I see it as my thyroid card for women. So health-wise, thyroid could be thrown out one way or the other this week. So watch if you've got thyroid disease and make sure it doesn't go to pot this week. Apart from that, maybe get an eye checkup. There's a sense of only half seeing in this card, but she's not the worst health card in any way. To me, with going into this more from the emotional watery side, a lot of women feel quite bloated with her. A lot of women feel a sense of just feeling too emotional. But there we go. For a man, I think it's a wee bit more about trying to tell the man to be open about their feelings about health rather than holding them back. If we look at love, Queen of Cups is a beautiful potential partnership card. So all you men out there, if you get the chance to connect with the Queen of Cups, beautiful, beautiful energies, very, very, very emotional card, but very caring, very concerned, very motherly, very just beautiful, quite a creative card as well. So if you're a male, or if you're a bi-female or whatever, this I should say all kind of genders, whatever. But if you're looking for a woman, this is your card, because it definitely is a wonderful one for relationships. And as I'm sure if you look around the Queen of Cups, you know whether it's friendships or family or whatever, you will see a kind of just lovely emotional sincerity about them, and I do like that about the Queen of Cups. So emotionally, if you're looking for a relationship, potential partnerships with water sign females, and also if you are kind of in a relationship, it's about letting enough emotion flow but not overwhelming a person with it. So remember that, sometimes we bottle things up and then it all comes out. That's not what the Queen of Cups teaches. She teaches maybe letting it out gradually. That's the wee warning on her. You don't want to a partner or a partnership to be swept away by a big flood of emotions. She's not really a financial card, but in finances, again, it's about keeping your own counsel. Sometimes it's about not bragging about money or saying, oh, look at my new kitchen, or aren't I great? The emotional investment in money is what is associated with this card. So, it's nice to have nice things and to be able to show them off, but if that's coming from a place of look at me, and you're very emotionally connected to money or materialistic things, then please guard against that. And that's whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. So she's kind of an odd card again. All the court cards, court cards are the most difficult ones my students tell me to actually learn. But I must admit, I like them as energies, but how I learned the court cards initially was just to look at the people that were like female water signs or, male fire signs, and take the general energies from that. And that way you get to understand them if you really pin them down to real people rather than just having them away up there. So try that if you're learning the tarot. But the Queen of Cups, again, has all this emotional energy around about her. And again, I was sitting here tonight, a wee bit flummoxed for words tonight, because I got my makeup on and got all ready, and then heard of the Munich shootings coming in. And it's disturbed me again. And, the Queen of Cups is, she's quite a card it's in a way, I think she's telling us for the week ahead to be a wee bit guarded with our emotions. Particularly if you're on social media or whatever, sometimes we're quite strident. I know I am politically, etc., but sometimes we can let too much emotion fly, and then someone else lets emotion fly, and before you know it, there's this big guddle of emotion there. So maybe in the wake of yet another terrorist attack, if that's what it is, I'm sure we'll find out soon. Maybe we have to keep our own counsel a wee bit and not get too het up about things. Yes, it's all right to feel anger. It's all right to feel emotionally drained by, oh, here is another thing. I understand that. And it is getting me down. It really is getting me down. It's just one thing after another at the moment in the world. And I'm feeling it quite, I know you all are, but it's like, when does this stop? When do we get a break from the cycle of there's something, let's say prayers, let's send as much healing as we can, and then it all happens again. So I'm a wee bit at a loss for this at the moment, because spiritually I'm very strong in my beliefs, etc., but when you see pictures and stuff of, even stuff going on in Syria, and you then hear another attack, it's hard. It's hard not to feel it, and it's hard not to let the emotion pour out. And here I'm kind of going against the Queen of Cups tonight, and maybe that's good. That's to show you, how we haven't to get too overwhelmed by it all, and even other things in the week ahead, because it's important that we don't start fighting amongst ourselves, or we let go opinions that aren't well thought out or based on fact. But to all of you out there that are going along your day-to-day business but keep feeling as though here we go again, it's important we don't stop feeling, but it's also important that we don't let it overwhelm us. And I would suggest, again, from what I felt there, that in the week ahead that we all maybe take time to meditate, put up a bit of protection around ourselves. There's videos on this channel for that, just search through them. And then do the best that we can for ourselves and our families, while sending out as much as we can for anybody that's been hurt in Munich, and also other places recently, and in places we don't even hear of, that we're not getting reported properly. As I say, I'm a wee bit of a loss, but let's take the time to try and find a peace within ourselves, and then send that peace out as far as we can in the week ahead. Sorry about the emotional thing. One of these things had to come out with the Queen of Cups, didn't it? So take what you can from this weekly tarot card, and do what you can. She's a good card. Partly I'm saying hide your emotions a bit, but if they're authentic emotions, then I suppose that fits with the Queen of Cups as well. Be authentic. If your emotions are authentic, then I suppose you'll not go wrong. But be kind to people. Let's use the Queen of Cups aspect. She's a kind card. She looks after people. Maybe we need to all look after one another in the week ahead. So hopefully next week I'll be better, and hopefully we'll have got through it and we'll be a wee bit emotionally intact. So many blessings, and all my love to you, especially if you're worried about someone or you are feeling very, very helpless at the moment. Many blessings. Bye now.